I went on the coolest date ever. Let me tell you about it. So have you guys ever done one of those escape rooms or maze rooms? So fun. So I'm at this, I take this woman, I believe it's a third date, fourth date. We go to this maze room, escape room, which is so fun. They've got like this bookcase that opens up and the woman sneaks out to tell us like, it's time for your escape room. And it ended up being the shuttle that we needed to like get oxygen to and get into all these different rooms. And it was basically like one journey of solving all these different problems to get into different rooms to eventually escape the room. And child Mike and adult Mike are in super play mode, and this is like the most fun date I could possibly be on. And she's having a pretty good time too. So we finish the maze room. It's about an hour. And then I take her to this fancy restaurant for some drinks and some dinner. And we're having a great time. And I'm asking her all these why questions and really trying to get to know her and exploring who she is, why she is. Pretty good date. So then we took my car to the restaurant. So we're walking out of the restaurant. And I go, hey, let me escort you to the car. And, you know, I've been opening the door for her and all that stuff. And she goes, Mike, this is the fourth date. I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I said, okay, no problem. And so then I took her to the car, opened the door. And so now I got really curious. And I'm like, why are you not comfortable? Like, even on the second date, like I kind of held your arm. And she goes, Mike, honestly, I see you as a friend, not as like a lover. And so at first this like kind of hurt, and I was like, well, that stinks. Like, what did I do wrong? Was my first thing. Like, well, why am I not a lover? And then of course, you know, after some reflection, I came to my senses and be like, oh, this just isn't my person. No big deal. And she's great, I'm great, just we're not supposed to be together. But then I went into analyzing what were the red flags that this person isn't my one, that I just totally missed and I fumbled, and what can I give to you folks so that you don't repeat these mistakes? So here's the three things I came up with. Number one, is she enjoying, or is he, in this case, enjoying the things you're enjoying? That maze room, you should have seen me. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. And I go to her after and I'm like, man, that was so fun. Like, I can't wait to do another one. And she's like, yeah, I could do another one. Like, I don't know. I'd probably have to wait like 2 or 3 years. Like, that was fine. So that's a first red flag. The stuff that I love doing, that would love to do again, she's like, eh. Like, why would you partner up with someone, a life partner that doesn't like doing the same things as you? So that's just one example. And then you want to analyze, like, do you enjoy doing the same things? Second red flag, and this is my mistake, is so early, don't go crazy with all your why questions and understanding who and why they are. Try to have fun and be in the present. I was so in my head of seeing if this could be my life partner that everything I had to analyze about who she is and why she is to see if that fit. But instead of doing that, like, the date wasn't super fun because we're not like enjoying what we're doing. We're more just like analyzing everything like I'm her psychologist. So the lesson learned is be in the moment. Enjoy the activity. Yes, ask some questions, but don't be like 21 questions and just barrage this person to see if they're your life partner. But enjoy the time together. Do things together. Do activities. And number 3, if something feels off, ask. For me, like a woman not feeling comfortable to give me her arm to go to the car, like for me, that's a gentleman thing. And it's perfectly okay for some women to not feel comfortable with that. But when we went backwards in terms of she used to let me on date 2 and then not by like date 4, 3, whatever it was, well, what's going on here? So maybe not a red flag, but like a yellow flag where you're like, why are you not feeling comfortable? And so this is the reminder, check in with your date. Just because you're having the time of your life, which I was on this maze date, escape room, doesn't mean she is. It doesn't mean she feels comfortable with you, or in your case, he does, or that he's totally into you. Maybe he's asking you out and you're having fun, and you're like, this is great, and we're so compatible, but he's not putting in maybe enough effort. Maybe he's not texting you in between dates. Maybe he's not putting in the initiative to schedule the next date during that date. Be like, hey, I want to check in. Are you into this? So the red flag is he putting in the effort? And if maybe you're not feeling the effort, well, why don't we check in with him? I think a lot of women out there are just kind of go with the flow. And that's not horrible, because it's a little contradictory. Just a second ago, I asked you to be present. And you're not being present when you have to think about the question you have to ask them. So maybe on the date, you're in the present. But if it comes to you during the date, or if you're not feeling it, or if in between dates you're not getting the attention you need, it's okay to then say, hey, like, how are you feeling about this thing? And get a temperature check. Because every woman watching this is so worthy of amazing, robust, voluptuous, cup overflowing type of love. And not like, he's kind of into you. And maybe you're feeling more towards him. It's not equitable. It should be the same. And he should be excited about you. So you get this robust, big love. All right. I hope that was helpful. Love all of you. If you want to watch more videos, we got some here and here that I curated for you. Please keep watching. Love all of you. See you next time.